this is just going to be an unboxing of the magnets. I'm also going to let you know the speeds towards the end of the video. The speeds I did to give you an idea on the hold it has. I didn't see that on the internet. So it's first going to be a quick unboxing so you can get a close-up look of the product. This is for the GoPro 9 and or I should say the Hero 9, sorry. So I'm going to drive around. I'm gonna probably do, you know, the speed limit, 30 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour. And I'm gonna see the hold just to make sure that it does not just come off on any highways or any roads that may have certain speed limits that might prevent you from using this. So there's a speed limit section here. I think it's off of 84 or 380 that allows you to go 70 miles an hour. And that's gonna be my main test. And hopefully this item will hold. But in the beginning, let's just open it up. It comes like this. I'm just gonna do a real close-up look of the item. I guess this is a pad to safeguard any kind of metal that you may have to make sure that you don't damage it with the magnets or the item. These are the instructions on how to use it. This is like the bundle. It comes with, I think, 3 different ones, so I could set one up permanently on my holder. And nothing else. So let me lay everything out to show you everything that comes inside. This is everything that comes inside the actual box itself. So this is the lanyard, which I use a lot to, especially when I'm filming on my car. So if I'm putting this type, I've done this in the past with other types of magnets, regular magnets that I modified to have a mount. But I thought this was much more convenient and it looked easier to use. So unless those magnets that I had really stuck out, you know, we're talking about heavy duty magnets. I just don't want people to really see it. So I always add lanyards. I have another one that has a small cable that I use like a lanyard, and I tie it to something on the car. So usually I have a sunroof, and I open the sunroof, put the camera on, film forward, and then close the sunroof on the lanyard. So that's my safety net, you know, if it falls off or comes off or I don't put it on right or something happens. So let's measure the lanyard itself. Total measurement of the lanyard, about 20 inches. Not including this little piece here, which is the little loop, is about 2 inches. Okay. And this is the actual pad itself. It's about the size of it. And the smallest area sideways. You can see the largest area sideways. Okay. And I think this is the one you wear around your neck that you usually put the lanyard around, so that, and the base itself, so that you could put it on your body instead of wearing a whole body harness. You get to, so there's 4 pieces total. This is, I think, the base unit where you would clip everything to, but I think this will clip onto any metal surface because they magnetize to each other. And I think all of them are the same size. Let's just confirm that. So the only difference is that this has a different hook or opening than these. These you could put a like this one, which looks like it's the main unit. Oh, this one's a lot different. So you probably would mount this on a tripod and put this on and keep it there for most of the time, and clips on automatically. That's pretty cool. It's pretty it's pretty strong. I don't know the strength. I don't have a magnet tester strength. This is the actual hookup for the mount for the GoPro. These have different ones, as you can see. This one goes straight up. This one faces another direction, so it's very different. And this will probably be the unit that you keep on the most on the actual camera itself. Let's just confirm all the sizes. Right there. And then this one is about that size, and then it has a small amount right here. It's probably about an inch longer, whereas this one, same thing probably, yep, and a different direction. That's it. It's pretty cool. So again, this was the unboxing of it, and let me just let you know the speed limits I did. There's thousands of videos on YouTube showing you how to use it. I wanted to get a little bit more details on the unboxing, measuring, and the area that it covers, so that if someone's looking for that, I usually look for that. Not everybody does. Most people don't. But I'm just happen to be one of those people that do. There'll be pictures at the end, and let me just let you know, if I get a chance to get to that strip of 70-mile-an-hour highway, I'm gonna put this on, and I'll let you know how I put it on. I might, just for confirmation, just use this unit and place it on and hope that it stays. But I'll tie it down with the lanyard just to confirm it. And if it stays within, if it stays on the car at 70 miles an hour, then I'll be more comfortable putting the leaving the camera on it on other projects. So let's go do that. So this item itself, I thought it had magnets. It doesn't. It doesn't have any magnet properties, so I'm gonna need the main one. No, as a matter of fact, it's that this car is aluminum. Hey, we learned something new. All right, I thought it was, all right, let's see if I can find something better on this car. Well, I guess I take that back. This has magnets, and as you can see, it sticks, but it's sticking on the roof. I was hoping to get it on the hood so I can get like a first person view of it, but it's not. So I guess I'll be opening this up and connecting the lanyard to the non-metal area, like over here underneath, and then putting the camera on and going down the highway to see what happens. Again, I was hoping that I can get video. Let me try my other car. So the hood of my other car is metallic, and this is probably the vehicle I'm going to be using it. The problem is this is a van, and I was hoping to use my four-door sedan. But I guess I'll be using this, and I just want to get a first-person view as close as possible. And I guess I could tie the lanyard to over here, wrap it around here, bring it around here, and keep it. If it falls off, I can actually just pull over and grab it. So this is what we will be using to test, and any future videos I want with the view facing outward. So check the hood of your car if you're gonna put it on your hood. The other car, I guess, is aluminum, no metal properties. Maybe I can tie it around. This is a Toyota, so maybe I can tie it around here somewhere to keep it tied and have it facing that way. All right, this is gonna be my setup, and I'll let you know how it, well, let me just show you my exact setup. What I did was I probably will not be using the rubber piece, but the rubber piece is there for persons who have really, really nice cars and they don't want to damage their paint. I really don't care, but I'm gonna act like you have a nice paint job, but you don't want to ruin it. So I'm gonna test it with that on. I had to use the bottom piece. This one, this is the piece that goes around your neck. It seems to have the magnets seem to be stronger. That's the one you wear around your neck with the little loop at the end. Let me see if I can separate them so I can show you. That one. So I put that one down because that one seemed to hold better on the vehicle. And then it seemed to have much better bond than just this itself. But you probably could just use that by itself also. But I'm gonna use it this way for now, just to see how well it works. I'm also gonna try it without this piece here. And again, go the speed limit. I'm not telling you to break any laws. This is just one specific area that lets you go 70 miles an hour. I want to see how well it holds up at that speed. If it does, fine. So I'm gonna put the camera on. I wire tied the top piece since it's only connected through magnets. I want to make sure that it's connected to the lanyards. You can see this is just for testing. I'm going to be cutting this off. I think it's going to work, and I don't think I'm going to have any issues, but just in case, I have this looped into an area inside the car. Please keep this loop away from any moving parts within your car. Be very careful. Do this at your own risk. I am not an expert. I'm just doing this for myself. And as a guidance. So I'll be trying it first like this, and then I'll try it just with the top mount. So let's, I'm waiting for the camera to come in and we'll put the camera on. I just wanted to show you real quick the magnet that I have been using when I do put it on the car. And it's, as you can see, it's huge. Measure it for you. I'm trying to get it in the middle. About 5 inches wide, all around. This thing, as you can see, I have the GoPro mount on it. This thing, oh, and I also had to put a felt, a real thin felt. I should have put a thick one. Because once you stick this on the car, you can't actually pull it out. I actually put this hook so that I can, just in case it did come out, I can actually put a lanyard through there. And this is my modification. But this thing, 3 of us tried to just completely pull it out and we couldn't get it out at the same time. You usually have to slide it out. I mean, they sell these on Amazon and this is like, forget it. This is like ridiculously, you probably have to be going 200 miles an hour to even make a difference on these, and maybe even not. You could probably pick up the car or many things with this. This thing is like super size magnet. I mean, this has got tonnage of magnetic power. So it's, you know, just too much. And as you can see, it stands out. But I was so concerned about the camera because I was using, in the beginning, the 360 camera for a while, the GoPro 360, and I was also using the Osmo. And I just wanted to make sure I didn't lose it. So I don't want to stand out that much when I'm driving with the cameras. So that's why I purchased the other one, because this just sticks out, as you would agree, like a sore thumb. Almost forgot to do the height. They sell these on Amazon, so you could buy these. These are called, I think they're called earth magnets. So we're gonna take the 9 and hook it up to here. All right, it's all mounted up, connected, and let's try it out. So we're going to be ranging from 30 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour, and eventually 70 miles an hour. 65 to 70 miles an hour. And let's hope it holds up. So we are now going about 45 miles an hour. And you can't see it because the front of the car slopes, but the camera is still on with no issues, no flapping. So we're still at 45 miles an hour, and the camera is still on the car. We're now entering 84, and I believe the speed limit is 65 in the beginning, and then we'll hit I think it's a 4-mile area that will be at 70 miles an hour, which is something odd since I rarely see 70 mile an hour speed limits. So I'm at 65 miles an hour. Is the camera still on, son? Yep. Okay. Okay, we're coming to 70 miles an hour. The sign is right on the right. And let's get it to 70. I'm at 70 miles an hour. Is it still there? Yep. Holding strong. That's excellent. So it's been 5 miles at 70 miles an hour. I'm just gonna turn around now. I'm gonna get off at the next exit. It seems like it held up It's holding up very well. Let me get off and pull over. And I'm gonna try it now with just the standard base instead of the two bases. I'm just gonna try it with just the one connected to the camera. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm pretty impressed. It lasted at 70 miles an hour for about 5 miles. I thought the actual 70 mile an hour strip of highway was shorter, but it's even longer. But I got off at 5 miles an hour and no movement, not even bulge, nothing. If you do want to see the video that I actually took, you can, the link is going to be below in regards to the footage from this. I'm not putting it on this video because I'm only showing you this. So I'm going to switch this out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom part out. So I'm just leaving this for safety reasons to hold it just in case it does come out. But now I'm just doing this with the safety rubber piece to save your vehicle from scratches, or your paint from scratches. So now I'm only using the camera. I wonder if that has enough magnetic power to stay on the car. I guess we'll try it out and see what happens. Worst case scenario, if it comes loose, like I wire tied it just to make sure it'll hang off the car, it won't go far. As a matter of fact, let me bring this up higher so that way it's not how far the so that way the camera doesn't have far to go. So now we're going back onto the highway at 70 miles an hour for about 5+ miles with just one magnet connected. And I want to see if that holds up. Let's hope for the best. Okay, we're 70, speed limit 70 miles per hour right now. And we'll see how it holds up. The sun, is it still on there? Uh-huh. I'm at 60. I'm at 65. Exactly 70 miles an hour. Is it still on? Uh-huh. Did it move, shift, anything? Nope. Okay, good. So it's been probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, no issues. It's still on the car. I've had no issues with it coming off at all, thank goodness, at 70 miles an hour. So it's well over 4 miles. We're coming into a construction site. We're going to slow down to about 55 miles an hour, but we did do 70 miles an hour for about 4.5 miles with no issues whatsoever, without the second magnetic plate. So it is holding on its own. Now you do this at your own risk. I always tie down everything I use when I connect it to my car to make sure that everything stays in place. So it is up to you to take precautions so that you don't lose your very expensive camera, and do this at your own risk. I'm just testing it for myself and to let you know my experience. This is no confirmation that the magnetic device is not going to fail. This is just a real world test. It doesn't mean that it'll be the same all the time. So be careful in doing this. So I'm coming to a, I think it's 25 mile an hour, 45 mile an hour speed limit here. and it did. I'm gonna have to stop. That was close. And the camera is still on, still holding. And again, you can see, you can get the link of the footage that I took today on the GoPro, so that you can get an idea of how the footage looks when you're going 70 miles an hour. And I think it worked very, very well. So we'll end the video when I actually remove the GoPro. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to end the recording here. And did the battery die? Oh no, it didn't. All right. So again, you'll be able to see the camera. It might have died early. It's cold, actually. So I don't know how much video I got on the way back, but it did stay. And it did not move at all. So we're home and I'm gonna take it apart now. This thing held up at 70 miles an hour with no issues whatsoever. Again, do it at your own risk. Thank you for watching. Bye.